here we go. That means we are guaranteed to go all in, bro. You unleash the demon fish, alright? And I mean, this is a true demon of magic. Yeah, this is the scoop moment. After this they will scoop, I think. And now, see? By the book. Let's see, the old arena against the new arena. Let's see which one is better. I mean, this one will never kill us. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today the craziest deck I have made in the standard, I think. And you know what? We are playing a demon deck with Unholy Annex with 0 demons. Why? Well, where are they? With Leyline of Transformation, every creature we have in the game is always a demon, which means Reef, demon. Fountainport, create demon fish and dance them. And you know what? You make the token and every Annex will drain your opponent. You will see this, and with double, triple Annex it gets crazy. You not only have, this is a control deck, so not only you have full control over the game with removal and counter spells, but you also live gain while drawing cards. And the only way your opponent can do something about it is to kill token, but you have infinite of them. So sooner or later you take over the game and you never die to this if you play it right. And I mean, I think you will like it. And let's go into the games because they will be pretty wild. And this is the most aggressive Dimir, so I think it will be exciting. So, have fun, guys. Alright, so our opponent is going first as the better player. So how do we go about it? Okay, we have Annex. I mean, that's the second. I didn't realize we already have one. And I think Leyline is nice, but it's so clunky. I need mana first. We will draw more, don't you worry. We have 3 more. Right now I need lands because I need to make sure that I can curve like up to 5 or something. And if we can do it, we should be fine. This won't attack. So let's get this turn to use the tap land. We need Unholy Annex on the next turn. It might get instantly removed if they hold mana with Get Lost. But other than this, we should be able to get some value. Alright. See, here's the Leyline. And now it's better. And see, if we took this one, I think we would get mana screwed and it would be horrible. We might still get mana screwed, unfortunately. And I'm not sure if I want to use 3 steps ahead. Just to cycle cards main phase. Like, we cannot force 2 behind a bit. Alright, here's... So we are basically both struggling with our hands a little bit. And this will get all the future pumps. Alright, see, if I didn't surveil this, I would miss the land. And that would be a disaster. Alright, you know what? You know what? This is good. This is good. I think we go for this because we have Fountainport. Let's go demon. Our opponent is like, what? What? And now they know, because it makes sense together, right? So now they know the strategy. They can set up talent, but it's a little bit slow, and we also have Sweeper, so we'll try to get their board to... The problem is Builder's talent, it can pump every rabbit for a lot of damage, so it won't be easy. Alright. Alright. Do we make a fish already? I think we do, that's really good, but man, we're a little bit short on stuff. You know what? I think this is better, right? It's bigger creature. And they might have some troubles going through it. And we're still drawing extra card. Alright, alright. I like all of those cards, I'll be honest. I don't want to discard any of them. I think one well can go. There's no way we are counter-spelling anything at this point. Like, the game went so haywire that I think we will never get there. Like, we're both battling cranky hands. Yep, get lost, but that means Annex is surviving, and so is the Leyline. And it's only 3 damage. And now, oh, the tap land. The tap land is not amazing. The tap land is not exactly what I wanted. Let's go like this. We live gain a little bit. We play the land, we set up for the future turns. And I honestly think we go with Jace. This is a little bit risky, I'm not super sure about this play, but -3 is a lot, and we're at 4, so Helix won't kill Jace, and they need to pump it for 3 extra non-creature spells just to be able to attack, so that should burn all their mana, and it's only 1 damage, so I think it's okay play. The first Helix, Biza is okay, because we have deadly cover-up. Moment we draw it, it's amazing. And we also have the whale. Our Wencon is milling them, so we actually don't care about them getting all the extra value. And see, we disabled the rabbit. And now we have Jace. Oh my god, do I really miss the land? I don't want to miss those lands so much. I really don't. So I can... You know what? I really, really don't want to miss lands. Please, Shuffler, this one time, give me a land. Be a good entity. And you know what? Now I have to say that Shuffler is absolutely best, and Shuffler is my bro. Oh no, it's on the record right now. So what will we do on this turn? We have everything as demons, so we can already make a token if we want. It's not bad. Then we go well on this. I will do it. I will actually do it. And let's go for Chorus Mana. It's decent. It's decent. They have 2 mana, so I wonder if they will try to answer it. But they need to burn treasure, so it's not nothing. They want this extra mana at some point, and that also means they cannot kill Jace. Honestly, if they can, they should kill the Demon Fish. And we are life gaining and drawing cards at the same time. Okay, Deduce. They already gave up on Get Losting Unholy Annex, so I don't think they will go for this play. Sure, I could counter it, but it's slow. I don't mind it. We still have enough Jace, I think. We can also just drain them. Sure. Sure. This, if that's not higher than 3/3, I think we're okay with it. I will whale the Biza. Oh. Alright. A little bit hurts, but don't you worry, we have deadly cover-ups. They are getting 1 extra card a turn, and we are also getting it. And we have all the annexes, so moment we know that our demons survive, we can just super go all in. I think we give up Jace, honestly. Yeah, I want them to draw it. They don't want to pay 4 mana for a single creature on the next turn. I don't think they even want it, to be honest. I think this might even be a real removal. And now the question, do I want Jace? Because getting this free creature, especially when they don't want to answer, it's such a big deal. And Jace does what? I guess it mills them a little bit, but it's not the biggest deal. We'll get them to 30 and we'll stack double Jace. I think they will go on the bottom. Alright, they went for this. Alright, here's your Jace. This is my card advantage, so I can give up Jace, especially the first one. Alright, only tap lands, sure. We'll try to make it work. They still might have 1 removal, so I cannot go super all in on those annexes yet. We will do it later. Demon Fish, as predicted. Alright, it seems that they have something. Do I want Fountainport? Probably not, it's decent, but we have better cards and we have a lot of Fountainports. We have a lot of them. So we probably want 4 mana for the Fountainport, that means 3 open mana. I mean, if they pump everything, we actually want it because I can whale one of them. I think we just pass the turn and try to react. If they kill one of the fish... So basically we are trying... Okay. Okay, this... Oh my god, they misplayed super hard. Alright, they thought that it's everything. They are tapped now. I can play completely differently. Alright, that's great. So now, while we know that we are guaranteed to survive with this, we can play completely different game. Yeah, I think they kinda messed it up a little bit. Here we go. That means we are guaranteed to go all in, bro. You unleash the demon fish. And this is legit draining them. And let's make sure that our next card is a good one. Alright. And I mean, this is a true demon of magic. This is something, man. Let's get rid of the card they have seen. You know, they can dish a lot of damage, but I'm pretty happy with going like this. We can even go well, because they don't have a good way to kill it. Yep, they're going for the damage. Oh, and they're also... Okay, this is good for them. That's a lot of them. But it also life gains us. And that was their full turn, so... You know what? I think we should be okay. We want to get... I would love to draw one deadly cover-up, you know? And I think we have to go with this. We have one whale here. Man, this is a demon whale. The demon whale, but it's so expensive. I think we just go with the fish. It kinda does the same stuff. And that opens more mana. I tell you, man, this fish is their menace. Absolute menace. We want to keep up counterspell, why not? And we are drawing 3 extra turns, 3 extra cards, and drawing, draining 6 life. Man, this is hilarious. We're back to 18. So land, and I need land for the next. I think we don't need more reefs. They are here to be demons. And we probably are going through Jace. I mean, we can just try to drain them. And I mean, this is their full turn. Oh, this is it. I think this is it. They don't have enough mana. Even if they play land, they can only make one more play. Bro, it's just 7 damage. Why would I care? I have a demon, I tell you, the most scary fish of standard. And now you see why. I can go with the whale on the main phase, but I can also the double whale here. Yeah, I mean, we don't need to do literally anything. This fish will get... I guess I could go for the lethal by killing this and attacking. I could also go with the reef, but where's the fun in winning the game when we can win with style? They have one more turn. And we're back to 17. And I tell you, the most scary fish of standard. We want counterspell. Honestly, we should draw a land on the next turn. I think we can risk it. I want all of this value, and we can always go Deduce and draw lands. Isn't that cute? That still kills him. Yeah, he will be at 5. Alright, our opponent is going first, and we probably lose with this hand, so let's mulligan. This one is a little bit better. We can go with the river, because we go this and this, and that gives us all the colors. Alright, alright. We are against Golgari, so I think we want Leyline maybe. That is okay, but we don't really need it. Like, we have a lot of key cards that we want to get. Fountainports, Leyline, this kind of stuff. And the Deduce is amazing. This is a very good draw. It also hits our curve, but we probably will go for removal most likely. You know what? Arena gamers, unite! Alright, we'll fight this game. That was the answer. However, he's on the play, so we would never counter it. Arena against Arena. Let's see, the old Arena against the new Arena. Let's see which one is better. I mean, this one will never kill us. This one might also kill us, we will see. So, 4 lands. Okay, that's fine. Normally extremely good. I wanted to make a deck with this, however, I never did. Let's go for Virtue, because indestructible is not a problem if you can just minus. I mean, it isn't destroyed, it's just minus toughness, you know? Like, I'm just saying. Alright. So, we are both getting 2 cards a turn, so it won't be easy to hold Demon, so we need to work for it. I think we might stack some fish first, before they realize that we have Leyline, and then we play Leyline and suddenly they have like 3 demons. Sure, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's very sus. Haha. Alright, so let's go to the end step and get our card. We want to use cards from the hand, so this is basically our extended hand. This way you can stack up to 9 cards in a way. And I mean, we'll do the same thing. Let's go with, I mean, Fountainport can draw a card, I guess. And we still have double blue. Yeah, we're getting, man, we're at 20 for some reason. How? How is it even possible? So we already got rid of 2 of them. It is possible they are playing 4 with this kind of weird build. But I can respect it. I really like the card. It's sad that we literally never seen it on the ladder. You probably also never seen it. Slasher. Alright, we can remove this, but I think I will go for Counterspell because this is more tempo efficient, so even if they play something it will be a 3-drop, and it might be worse 3-drop than this, or even nothing. Huh? Or even nothing. And here's our first Jace of the game. Alright, I think I know. We take the damage, we are not in the range where we need to care. And this is super bad that we missed the land drop, that's the only problem. Missing land drop is devastating, it will cost us like 5 extra mana in the rest of the game, maybe even more. So that is the only problem of this whole turn, right? Demolition field. They want us to tap. That's fine, I don't need to tap. We'll take the mana, that also ramps us, so that means our counter spells are a little bit better, or we can connect them with drawing cards from the clue. However, that means we cannot 3 steps ahead and draw 2 cards, so that's a little bit tricky here. They will go to the second main phase, there's no downside, unless they want to go for the vents, which doesn't seem like a great idea. So we will probably go right now with the Deduce. So that means we might actually be losing on cards a little bit, but I think it's okay. To be absolutely fair, there was no reason to do it. Oh, there was, because now we can activate double clue at the end step. Alright, so that was deliberate play, I knew what I'm doing. So what really we want to do? We have a land for the next turn. Leyline. Alright. I mean, this is a good setup, right? I don't think we need more cards, so that made no sense in the end. Let's go for the river. We actually will discard this, we don't need anything. And our opponent, I'm pretty sure they're waiting for the demon so they can remove it. And I think we just hold... That's why lands are so important. To be fair. To be fair. Okay, we have a land. We discard 2 cards. I honestly think about Leyline. Oh, they are going for it. And you know what's the fun part? It actually benefits me right now. I'm fine with it. We'll draw more. So that means I'm going for... I still want to go with this. I know... Oh, one more. Let's go with the Leyline. Even though it's a great card, I'm stuck on mana, and it's not like I don't have enough value, so I don't need to play Annex. Right now we transform into a normal control deck, because we already got our card advantage. And we are stacking the Jace. The only problem is I'm not really sure. Do I want to give him the card? Nope. Nope. Definitely nope. You're an outlaw? No, you're just an insect. And we actually wanted to keep trading cards because we have so many. And yes, they have Mirrex and Arena, but it also gets them to 30 cards way faster. And we can start using the cruise. So we can crack 1 on this turn. Then we go to 7, then to 8. We play a land and pass the turn, which means we are ending in 10. As you can see, it's not a problem. Like, we have a lot of value. We actually cannot play enough value, that's why lands are so important. And we are a stronger deck overall. I could play Annex and keep up the counter spell, but I don't think it's worth it. I mean, they have creatures. Do we go with Virtue and force them to answer it? Okay, something bad will happen if I do it. Something really bad. Okay, let's not go this route. I know they will probably play like Carnosaur or Retali or something like this. They have very sketchy colors, so it is possible they have some insane bomb in their deck. And as long as, like, they're also constrained by mana, they have 8. So if we can double counterspell, they probably cannot do much in the whole turn. And then we can play Demon into Annex when they are tapped or something. I will take another card. I'm not sure if we want this card one, but it's worth it. And we can even play like Annex or something. We'll see what the next cards are. If I draw Annex, I will probably play this one. Because if Annex is in the bot, Mirrex is... Okay, Mirrex is a bit of a game changer. We can try to be aggressive with this. And we have the Whale. Alright, I like it. I like it. Okay, so after this turn we can play Whale, so they need to tap 4 mana to answer it. They might not even have enough. And I like land so much, but I also need the rest of the stuff. Yeah, Deadly Cover-Up can be insanely good. Alright, 36. So moment we hit second Jace, we are nearly winning already. It's 3 turns before they get to 30. Now it's 35, because they are fetching 1 land from the library. Yeah, they need to do stuff, and this is so bad for them. This is actually so bad for them. I actually want to go for the Whale on this turn. Well, to be fair, they can actually negate our Whale. I thought about it and then I didn't think about it. But you know what? If they're going with this, we just Mirrex and go this route. They still need to tap even more mana, so I'll take it. As you can see, they are kinda scared about Annex for a very good reason. So this is interesting situation because they don't play blue, which means they don't have Jace. And even though they are trying to win the value game, and I think they will because I'm actually not fighting for it really, I'm just pretending to fight enough so they need to commit. But when they finally win the value game, we will, you know, destroy them with double Jace because they got too much value. So that's the game plan, and I think this should net us a win very easily. So now we can go Mirrex. Oh man, oh I can actually go for this. I forgot they didn't deny it. So they can spend all of their mana just to kill it, and they need to do it now before we untap with counter spells. And as you can see, they're fighting for this value, but then we go Annex into the chamber, we get extra cards, and we force them to answer 2 different threats. While also, of course, trying to draw into the Jace, which is the real win con. Yep, as expected. And they were waiting with this for the demon, and that's why they played so slow. And we didn't give them the satisfaction. Here is the land. They also draw the tap land from the top. Here's the demon, and we already got life gain, life damage, and extra card. So it's a good setup. I wouldn't be surprised if Unholy Annex gets removed on the same turn. They have a lot of cards, and they already have shown that you know, they play Drag to the Roots, and they should probably have more than one. Alright, Terra Sunder, they definitely don't like those enchantments, and in current situation it works. However, we still have the demon, so my idea is that even if they answer everything, look how taxed they are on the mana, and those were the most efficient answers you can have. So 2 mana removal for enchantment and 2 mana removal for this, and they already spent 3 cards to answer 1 card. So we got tempo advantage, card advantage, and basically every advantage. And now we can try to pressure with Mirrex. Is there something I don't want to see? Not really. Not really. We could go for the Virtue, but then we cannot interact with anything, and with double counterspell we should be fine. We're at 16 as well. Man, it's so crazy that they're actually on 10, and I think we never attack them. It's just Annex and Arena combined. Sure. Good for them, it helps them a little bit. But not the biggest deal. We can start pressuring with Mirrex. That also means if we draw Leyline into Annex, we can already set up, you know, demons for days. Cornucopia. So they actually think they are fighting for this. This is also a live game. I think I counter it, just because it gives them more mana. If that was only live game, I probably would ignore it. But it's not only live gain, and we can also make another counter spell. It also helps us to get into Jace, which already wins the game in 2 turns. Perfect, absolutely perfect. This is the type of card I wanted to see. Yep, they are actually desperate right now. And we can absolutely punish it. We pay 3 life, I think. I won't land. To be honest, this is the best way to lose the game, but listen, I'm feeling adventurous. I'm still paying life. I'm not giving up those super cool cards. That will be everything for this turn, and we play Deduce to refill some value and potentially win the game in 2 turns. Here's Unholy Annex, but they still have removal, so we probably won't go for it yet. We need blue Leyline to set up demons, then we can activate Foundry and all of this stuff. Fountainport, very nice addition, very nice one. And now we can actually pressure them. I can spend 10 mana at the end step, so we don't need to do anything. It's a little bit scary because right now we don't have any answers except 3 steps ahead. But at the same time they are at 30 cards, so they enter the lethal range, 29. Yeah, I think the game is closing on our opponent. They actually have 0 pressure right now, they have less control over the game, and they have like no board. This is something that could work. I should probably counter it, but let's draw the card first and see what we get. Maybe this will change. If I draw removal, I don't need to counter it. If I draw Jace, I mean, it's even easier. Right, you got it, my friend. Our last counter spell, so that means we will be a little bit vulnerable, and we want to tap Mishra's Foundry. They decided Fountainport is better than Mirrex, and I have to say, I agree. I agree. That's why we play Fountainports right now. So we draw cards, which is a big deal, and here's our win con. That's why we did it. Every time we draw cards, it's actually getting us going into this win con. And I mean, let's go for this. If they tap, it will be even easier, but it's already 30 cards in the library, so it's double Jace, and that's how we win. So we forced them to fight for value. We pretended to be just a control deck against control deck, while in reality, we are just waiting so they can draw enough cards to get to 30. And if not Arena on turn 3, they would be probably like at 40 cards right now or something. Alright, you know, just sending the message with the fish of absolute doom. Let's go with this. And they know. When you see the first Jace, you know. I think if you have one Jace, honestly you should just bluff and play it, and probably you will get some wins by people just conceding, thinking that this is the first of 2 ones. Alright, I've seen triple of this removal against enchantment, right? Man, they are really heavy on it. Alright, and let's play the last one. So our opponent likes drawing cards, the same as we are, but they don't have a way to always win the mill game. And we are. That's why we can play like this. We have we have like 1/3 of the deck of removal, and we didn't draw it. And on the draw, I already feel that we're losing if we don't have, you know, ways to kill 5 next creatures. However, let's see. Is our opponent a magic gamer or just an aggro player? Alright, this is a surveillance, so it actually might be a non-aggro. We will see, Annex is extremely nice draw. Now we just need to get like 2 removal spells and we should be absolutely fine. With triple Jace, if that's a talent, alright, it's you again. Alright, so the mouse. They have white color, so they can protect the mouse, but they also want to buff it. Alright, so how do we go about it? I mean, we can just go for this right now. We don't need more cards. I'm not sure if we go for Annex, because our opponent is providing such insane pressure right now. And we actually have quite a lot of cards right now. So we could just keep... Yeah, let's go 3 steps ahead. Like, we cannot miss the turn, because we are already on the verge of dying. As we know, this is a really good card. I'm countering it. This will make so much mess that it's not even funny. So they can go Monstrous Rage and pump it to 8 damage, that's yeah, we are on 12. And I mean, alright. So it doesn't look scary, but believe me, it kills us on the next turn. We need to draw removal or we are dead. We are probably dead, right? That's how it works. Alright, 1 more turn and we can deadly cover up. So if we can bluff this 1 turn, if we can bluff this single turn, we should be winning the game. Oh yes, they're going for 2-turn lethal. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I am deliberately making those triggers so slow, so they think that I'm considering what to remove. That means they won't go all in on the mouse, which means that my deadly cover-up will probably win the game. We won't get the evidence, unfortunately, unless we draw something. Leyline. Alright, that's okay. That's actually decent. A little bit of a longer setup, but we should get there. They have Hexproof, right? But it doesn't give Indestructible, so we will sweep the board, take 2 damage. Oh, that was 0 instant, so they don't have it. Alright, and now we can set up. With double Annex, we can drain... So, moment they lose pressure, we instantly go... Oh, yep, that is an oopsie, indeed, my friend. Let's go for Demon first, and then we go double Annex on the next turn if they don't remove it. They have something that targets creatures, but they cannot... This deck cannot remove Demon except Shelter by Ghost. And this is where we won the game. We go Annex, into Annex, and you know what? I'm not even attacking. We don't need to. We just show our dominance, but by Demon staring them in the soul. And it's like... What are you doing, bro? Yep, as long as we live gain, they won't win ever. Like, our deck is so much better than theirs. Oh, that's a cute 2-2. Yeah, this is the scoop moment. After this, they will scoop, I think. And now, see? By the book. Well, this is something you didn't expect for today. I'm sure you didn't expect a Leyline of Transformation deck. And honestly, I had this idea of Demon, Annex and Leyline for a very long time, but I wanted to do it in like different Dimir Kaito shell, which I think we might even try on the channel at some point, because I think then you can make Annex and Drain. However, I thought, what about just going full control, because you know me, I always enjoy control decks more than anything else, and I try to use every card as a control fodder. And you know what? Fountainport gives you this 4 mana demon, which is the normal, right? Bloodletter, you know, the Ritual Chamber, all the demons are 4 or 5 mana, and even the Archfiend. So this is a normal ratio. As long as you can, you know, keep fueling Annex, you just need demon. You don't care about its stats. It just needs to life gain. And honestly, with a control deck like this, if you can life gain 2 or 4 life total a turn, it's extremely hard to kill you. Man, it's so hard. Especially that you play sweepers, so if your opponent goes like super crazy all in, you just sweep the board, and it's even worse for them. You sweep, then you make a fish, and you are in for the same roll, basically. So before we go for the rest of the deck, because I have so much to say about it, but before that, of course, a huge thank you to our patrons that allow us to make the standard shenanigans every single day, make even Leyline of Transformation for all of us to enjoy standard in new ways that we didn't think are possible. So really thank you guys, I hope you are enjoying the channel as always, and with this deck, man, there's so much you can do. This is just my original idea. I tweaked it a little bit to, you know, to make it work better. I originally didn't want to go for a sweeper, but sometimes it's just you need some kind of cleanup. As with all the extra cards with Annex, 2 or 3 should be enough because you can draw them in time, and we are super heavily stacked on removal for the early game, because I really wanted to make sure that our value against every deck that isn't like full counter spell control is insane. We can outvalue basically every deck with Annex, and making sure that demons will never kill us. So all we need to do is just to make sure we can stay alive and trade card for card, which is very good. Like the Dimir always has this talent of, you know, trading against anything 1 for 1. And originally I went a little bit harder on the Foundry, and something I really want to stress out, but I didn't mention, or we didn't use it during the games. You can tap the land to provide mana for itself, because all you care about is not attacking, not this being untapped. It just needs to transform. So you actually need 1 extra land on top of Mishra's Foundry. You do it in your main phase, and if you have Leyline and Annex, it's already a demon, and you will life gain. Of course, be careful about the cutdowns. It is resistant to go for the throat, but if you expect some different removal, you might be careful about using it, and then instead go for the Fountainport, because you can keep making them and you are not losing land. That's why Fountainports are so good. Also, Reef is heavily statted. You can tap Reef in order to transform Reef. It's fine. You just need the demon. And the well is also pretty good here just because of the warding. So if your opponent is like, haha, I will be sneaky, he will make a demon with Ritual Chamber, and I will kill it at dance step with my calculated 2 mana at dance step. And then you play the well, and he's like, oh, I just wasted 6 mana because he lost the end step mana because there's no target for removal, and then they need to untap, and they still need to kill the well, which now will cost 4. So they lost in total 6 mana to remove this, and you paid 6 to play it. So it's actually tempo negative if you are smart about it. And yeah, I mean, I really like the deck. You can go more lands, more control, more cardo. You can do so much with this deck, or even, you know, include some 3-drops like maybe Preacher, maybe Shrouded. You can do a lot with this share. I went with this direction. I really liked it. I think it's something fresh, and I'll tell you, after playing with this deck, this is probably like the most aggressive Dimir version. It doesn't feel like a control deck while also feeling like a control deck. You have control, you do the same stuff, but it's every turn matters. It's not like passive, you just land pass. You actually need to fight for the board, you actually need to burn them, and every turn is just raced against the clock. So it seems very similar to other Dimir decks, but it plays completely different. So guys, I think it's enough of me talking about Dimir for today. I really hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments if you want more of those, you know, Dimir Annex decks, because I'm actually kinda excited for them. So tell me in the comments. Really thank you for watching, and I hope you had a great fun, and see you guys tomorrow.